Hey guys, hope you had an amazing weekend from whatever part of the world. Even if you're still in your weekend, have a great weekend. And if you're just coming out, it's Monday, but guess what? Ain't nobody got nothing to do because we're all in quarantine. Be safe, but also be busy, which is why I'm here. I'm just gonna get straight into it. I thrift flipped a pajama set. And it has been probably one of my most funnest ones that I've ever done. And so honestly, you got something you want to thrift flip, you got something. I'm just talking about pajamas, right? So you have pajamas. I love the print of these, which weren't even print. What am I saying? So I really liked the feel. It was like satin. So I love the satin. Red. I actually don't own red, girl. I don't own red. And, well, now I do.
But I don't. But I don't wear it because of the bold color. And sometimes I feel like, which is so stupid because I actually have so many bold colors in my closet. Like, so
we're gonna get straight into it. You can make a skirt out of pants. You have pants you want to thrift flip and make them into a skirt. Girl, I got you. Even though we're going into winter, it don't matter. You can still wear that skirt, girl. So I got that, and I had a little bit of a bonus thing that I didn't even know was gonna come out, but because I'm petite and I have to cut off like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 inches off of everything because they don't fit me and because I'm tiny, well, that's what you have to do. But it ended up turning up great, so I hope you guys enjoy. Keep watching.
What am I doing? I'm making a fool. That's what I'm doing.
You want to just skip to the end, go right ahead where I make a flop and I try to be America's Next Top Model. Oh no, Australia's Next Top Model. Keep watching.
Now to start the shirt, we're going to first start at the sleeves and then into the waist. We're going to try to gather it using shearing elastic. Now shearing elastic looks like this. You can get it anywhere. It's around $2 or $3 and it's going to give you a good gathering effect. You have to put it only on your bobbin, not on your top thread, and you have to stretch it while you wind it up, and that will give you a really nice gathering effect. Now, as you can see, I did a little test batch before starting and it really gave me a nice gathering effect. So the first thing you want to do is draw a line, and this is around 7 centimeters, 2.5 inches away from the bottom hem. And you want to just draw a line from when you want the very first line to start. So this is important just because you want the very first line to be the one marked out, because the rest you can mark with your foot. And you just have to be patient because it will give you a really nice gathering effect after a lot. Because as you can see here, I have like 6, 7, or 8. And that'll give you a really nice effect. I want it on the other side as well, but I just did a little patch to see what it would look like. And that's it.
Alright, so after a couple of stitches, you should start getting this. I've only done 2, and I think I have like 8 more to go. But it should start looking like this all around. And you have this little flare. Definitely gonna look cute. So just keep doing this until you're done. Okay, so this is how we started with the sleeves, and this is what we're ending up with. First, I did it on where the first seam was. Then I did another one, except when I was too lazy to actually undo the bobbin and take out everything. So I just kept going. So when I finished and I connected these two, this is where I started, I just went up and I started the second one. And you can do this. I think this just helps because it's such a tiny little space that it just helps to continue going. And you can do it as many times as you want. I only did 3. I thought 3 was perfect. So I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other side. And so that's what it should look like before. And then after, you should look like this on the inside. That's what it looks like. So it's actually quite easy. It's not a lot of work. First of all, I know it needs to be ironed. We know that, it is obvious, but your girl, I don't want to iron it every 5 seconds because it wrinkles. So not until right before I'm going to sew it, I will iron it just to make sure it fits. But my goal is to make one of those little slip skirts. I mean, red is a very bold color, but I think, because I don't want a lot of it, so I think it'll look fine. So my first goal is I'm going to cut and undo this entire in the middle, and then I'll kind of see what needs to be pinned, what doesn't need to be pinned, and how long. Because I am very petite, I'm most likely going to be shortening it. I'm 5'2", so I'm not very tall at all. step number 1. All right, after cutting it, you should be kind of left like this. What I'm going to do now is to make sure that I'm going to do a curve down. If you don't do the curve down, you will end up with the same mistake that I did before, where you don't take into consideration your butt. So make sure that I'm going to show you guys after, but that's what I'm going to do. Just cut there. All right, so now what we have to do is sew. Now you should kind of be left like this is roughly a shape. Now I'm just going to sew it. So just making sure that, do you see, like it kind of goes straight and then it curves. So just making sure that we sew down. Afterwards, we're going to try it on and see, you know, if it fits. For sure, we're going to have to bring in the waist. I've sewn down the sides. I actually decided to do a curved bottom, like a bell bottom. I don't know what it's called, but for it to be curved, a little bit shorter on the sides. And so that cut off a ton. So we're going to do something else with this just to use it. Might as well. And we're just going to hem that up. And once it's hemmed, that skirt is done. So easy, guys. Super, super easy. Now that it's been hemmed, it's done. I did put 2 little slits that I sewed at the top. These 2 little ones to kind of give it more shape at the back. So that's what they look like on the inside. I always forget what these are called. Mamma mia. Alright, well, these ones I put in the back, and that should be concluding the skirt. Alright, so for this last piece, I actually had such a good idea. I kind of want to make it into one of the, like those little shirts that you put on top of bigger shirts. Like
A little bit like this. It's kind of a belt corset type of thing.
But I thought like it's already in the shape of kind of what I want. So I'm going to sew the sides and then just hem the top. Okay, so this is the final result. I'm actually so in love with this. This is my favorite thing that I've made so far. So I literally just took that exact shape, and all I did was on the back, I just cut it like to even out, and I just hemmed it. Then the front, exactly how I had it before, I hemmed it, and because it's not super tight, it's also not a crop top. I love it. And I just had ribbon because I didn't have enough fabric to make the sleeves or the I don't know, yeah, to make these. So what I did is I had red ribbon, and it's literally just red ribbon, nothing special, and I just sewed it on. And yeah, like I just have to iron it, and you guys will see what I mean when I mean that this is not a crop top.
Good morning, Pala.